look view from so far. But why won't they send any probes to Cydonia where there's a face staring up at you from the surface as a candidate to land? I think the best spot to introduce everyone and to follow along, let's go back in time. 1976. Bam! All right, that was image from the Viking orbiter. Hopefully you can see that pretty good. Can you confirm?
Oh, that's a face.
All right. So that's the face taken by Viking orbiter A35A72. I don't have the other number available handy. I had to put this all together fast, but I'm just trying to make points here. Now, mind you, that thing's a mile wide. That feature of what looks like a face is a mile wide by a mile and a half long. Now, many years later, all right, we came from Mars Global Surveyor. We got an image from them, okay? And this is a colorized version, okay? But this is it. Bam. Wow, so bright, so tainty, so interesting. All right, but that's how they gave it out that was given what? I think it was 2003 or 2005 where ESA Mars Express had released their imagery for Mars Express showing the face. But the problem was Tricky Mickey, Mike Graybeard, Mike Malin, gave out this image, which was originally given out as a black and white, but he gave it as his hit piece to share with ESA Mars Express, again with their images, with color, which means he had this in color back then when he released it in black and white. Why didn't he give it to us? Again, withholding data. Now, further enhancement and processing of this particular image you see. Do you see all the pretty colors, real bright?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You look what happens when it makes more sense of the data that's actually there. You could practically see it there, but if you don't know how to work with the images, especially Mars Global Surveyor's color data, you won't be able to pull out what I did, which is right here. What a difference, huh?
Holy shit.
What a difference. You know, it brings out the tattoo as it was. It brings it out far more. Okay? Now, the beauty of it is that, again, it's a mile wide by a mile and a half long, 1,500 feet high. Very huge. Maybe a jet airplane might cover a piece of the eye going a 747 flying over it, right? Now, why wouldn't you want to send a probe to somewhere with a mug like this, whether they wanted you to believe it's fake or not? Why steer clear? Why not just solve the curiosity of the world? Pun intended, they land in a crater where they're finding many interesting things with Curiosity, but they don't really live up to that name by steering clear from Cydonia. Now, here is the famous Mars Express view. As you can see, it shows it's lower resolution, but it shows a lot of detail. And it's really quite interesting. And here's a color version of that from ESA. And you can tell definitely it's not the same quality of color used in the Mars Global Surveyor image that we just seen. Boom. In fact, it's lower quality, but you can still see that it helps to bring out the tattoo of the relief somewhat.
The planetary surface was what drawn him to me.
Wow.
Go ahead.
Why am I hearing that?
Because I was trying to look for the thing on YouTube. I just found it. Sorry.
Oh. All right. But anyway, all right. So that's from Mars Express. Now, and that's the same image again as that in black and white. And notice here, it shows the potential teeth, and it depends what the sun hits it as, at what angles, at what type of detail gets to be seen, what and when. Now, there is another image I'd like to show of the face. There's many more, but I'm not going to focus on all. I just wanted to focus on a couple. There was a composite that I had originally done. Maybe I should just show you the bigger one first. Boom. Oh, I don't know why I just did a picture of that. But anyway, this is from MRO CTX image, Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter CTX image, 1 of 12. Now, this image is very interesting. As you can see, it takes a whole chunk of Cydonia. And there's what's called the city. You have a pyramid there. Cool looking geometric features here. This has always been known as the city square through Hoagland's Monuments of Mars and the Mars mission years ago. Now you scroll on down some. There's the famous D&M pyramid. If you can see that on the screen, I hope.
Yeah.
All right. Notice how, look, it looks pentagonal. You know, there's no mistaking that geometry. When someone asked Carl Sagan years ago, how do you look for alien intelligence? People would say buildings, roads. And he's like, okay, fine, but what if it's not exactly life like ours? What's the next best thing? You look for their geometry. I don't know about you. This is geometry, and this is much bigger than the face. But however, look where the face is from this. You go up, down, take a little tool north, bam, and there's the face over there. And I'll zoom into that. It's pretty incredible when you consider how you have this feature that happens to look like a face nearby with pyramidal and oddball bizarro world type geometrical structures on an artscape where people are saying it's in a desert, it shows a human face. No, it doesn't. I mean, it looks like half King Kong, half Leo the Lion, and I'll show a different image at the moment of where you can see what I'm talking about there. If you give me a second, because it's really interesting of how the iconography, if you split the image in half, mirror it on each side unto itself, you will see some remarkable realities, which I'm looking for. I guess it's right here. I thought I put them. Yeah, what the hell? I was in the right folder. So sorry, everybody. This is again. But here is what this side with the eye, the hominid. It's not human. It's hominid. It looks more apish, saurian type, King Kongish. This is what we get. Does that look human to you? You know, it looks like I said, you know, Cornelius, King Kong, Tyrannosaur looking dude. You know, reptilian, saurian hominid. It don't look human, right? Now, so again, that's when you flip one side onto the other. Now, what about the other side? Now, this isn't a Rorschach test, people. There's actually iconography like this here on Earth in Mesoamerica, like George Hosh and others would point out of the Cydonia Institute and others, to where you have half faces, they're called split faces, and it's basically a language compressed. So, again, that's this side, this half of the face. Now, what about the other side? Let's take a look. What do you see?
A lion?